The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, hey, alert! 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 Under 10! 10!
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Bravo!
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Jim.
Hey, gun.
Check 13.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let him know. Check. Up, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Record.
General West.
He's checking. Crash. Check 24. Check.
Regular. Come. Watch out.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, that's good. Watch twins.
Point it right.
Watch the twins. Back.
Run.
Safe.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, watch your leg.
Mike 5-4.
Real.
You. Check. Crunch.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, Steve 6.
54 right there.
Watch out.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
21.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Check.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Here we go.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
54. I'm scared.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Browns nothing.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Real.
Watch the slant. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
54.
King.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Pickup on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
180. Alert.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
6-6. Bullet high.
Check 99. Check. Alert 3.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Okay, just like that. Tighten up.
Pistol.
Jumper.
Check 9.
Watch the safety.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, alert.
Check 3.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 11-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 37.
Up.
Check 15. Watch safety 3.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Austin Seibert to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
Here we go.
less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Six. Hey, Delta.
53, Mike, come on.
Hey, gun.
Let's see what you got.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
They not score.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, D.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 36. Deuce.
13. Hey, exit.
53 to Mike. 53.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Two. Pick me up.
Mike 51.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, one alert!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield is going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check.
They run. Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check safety.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 180! 54, line 54. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Swing. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check, check, check. Watch the edge.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on. Turn left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey.
Run.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
And it's 3rd down.
It's 20. 51. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 43. Hey, alert 33. Switch.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. First down, Browns.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Regular.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Kings.
54 is Mike. 54.
Run.
Check. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback.
To throw, Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, alert. Regular.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run with Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 26, check 26.
This is Coleman. And an alley to run. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D, get up. 21.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
From the 22, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Slant!
on third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Twist. Tight dog.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Hey, alert!
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
King. Check 52.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Regular.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
You fail, we're 33.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Pistol.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 53.
Hey, Charlie. I got you.
Mike 53.
12.
Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 53. Drop deep. 53 is the mark.
11.
53.
Buzz.
Push him back. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, Ty.
On first down, Coleman. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. Yeah, he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Here we go. 180!
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift! 2!
It's Coleman here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 12, fellas, here we go.
Under 10, under 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Haywood!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In your face.
White!
53's to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey! Wahoo!
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
12. Check 13.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Real.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one is caught by Hunt, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did. Showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership. It's the toughness, it's the moxie that he exhibits, and his teammates just feed off of it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long